Hello, Pentester. This is Punit Darji back again with another interesting cloud pen testing video. And in this video, we are going to talk about AWS Cross-Account attack. So first of all, what is AWS Cross-Account? So AWS Cross-Account is like Batman and Superman teaming up. Each superhero has a different superpower, but they are teaming up to achieve the common goal. In terms of AWS, the two different accounts have the different rules and policies, but they can share the information to work together to tackle big challenges, ensuring the safety of their individual account while achieving the common goal in AWS cloud. Means AWS cross account is like two different account, but work together to achieve the common goal. Now let's understand what is a AWS assume role. So imagine you have a magical key that opens a special treasure box. This key is so powerful that you want to keep it safe and not show to everyone. Now let's say you have a friend who really wants to use that key to open the treasure box, but you don't want to give them the actual keys directly because it's a super special. Instead of giving the actual key, you can create a temporary key that they can use so they can open the treasure box, do whatever they need to do. But once they are done, the magic wear off and the actual key is still safe with you. So in terms of AWS, assume role is like sharing a special power or permission with someone for limited time without giving a permanent keys. It's a way to let the different part of AWS talk to each other and get things done without sharing the secret stuff all the time. So it's like a magical security handshake in the cloud. Now let's move on to the demo part so you will get the better understanding. So this is our lab for the cross account attack lab. So I have performed the SSRF attack. So for the SSRF attack, watch my previous videos. I have explained the SSRF attack and get the credentials. So here you can see the credentials, the access key ID, secret key, and the token. So let's configure the profile. So let's configure AWS configure and give the profile. So I am giving the profile name cross account attack. So just ignore the background noise. So here just copy paste the access key and secret key. Just copy the secret key and set up the token. So for the token, I have already explained in my previous videos. So comment down the AWS credentials path for Windows and Linux. So I will give you the hard for the correct answer so other can see that. So here I am just configuring my token. Let's now I have configured and performing the STS get caller identity to get the IAM user or role details. So let's perform. So here it is a assume role and the role name is cross account underscore role that is attached to this particular EC2 instance. So here for the further enumeration, always check with the manage policy and inline policy. So first, we are going to list the manage policy, list attach role policy, and here pass the role name and give the profile. And here we don't have any manage policy. Now let's check with the inline policy. So just remove the attach and as you can see, we have cross account inline policy. Now just get the details of inline policy. So what are the permissions we have given to this particular cross account inline policy that we are going to see. So just give the role name and hyphen policy name. So policy name, the cross account inline policy, and give the profile and hit the enter. So as you can see, we have IAM star, EC2 star and S3 star. It seems like a privilege account. So we get the details of the cross account inline policy. Now just check with the trust relationship. So trust relationship to see the details about the who can trust the policy. So for that get rule, that command retrieve the information about the specified rule including ARN, GID and trust policy. So as you can see, the rule name is account cross account underscore rule, and I am giving the profile, the cross account attack. And here you can see the assume rule document. This is the important one. So AWS star. So here it is a vulnerable trust policy because it has mentioned star. That means anyone can assume the create cross account underscore role, and anyone means from the different account or different account ID that can also assume the cross account underscore role. So let me show you. So this is the all about the cross account attack. So let me show you the let's sign in, and here the account ID is totally different. Now here I am going to create a new user. So there is no user, but I am going to create a new user, create giving the name attacker, sorry, attach the policy administrator access, and I am giving the IAM full access. So these are the two policies, two permissions I am giving. So here just go to attackers, view the user and create a security credentials. Just create the command line and next. Here now configure the profile for the attacker. So just new tab, just open in new tab. So AWS configure and give the profile attacker, and here pass the access key and secret key. Here you don't need to retrieve the token because it's a IAM user. So here just pass the AWS STS get caller identity and give the profile, and here we go. So it's account ID and the account ARN. So it's a user attacker to belongs to this 679 account ID. Now what we are going to do, we have the different account ID. We are going to assume the role, the cross account underscore role we are going to assume, and we will get the temporary credentials. So for that use the AWS STS assume role and pass the role ARN. So this will give you the temporary credentials that that is associated with the 87 account ID. So 8762 account ID. Now just pass the role session name. Just I am passing the role session name attacker. So you can give different name as well. Just pass the profile. And here we go. We get the temporary credentials. So we are able to successfully assume the cross account underscore role that is belongs to this particular account ID. Now let's configure the profile. So again, configure the profile. So here AWS configure and give the profile. So profile name cross account exploit, and here pass the access key, the secret key, give the region, and here you need to set up the session token as well. So again, just comment the correct part for the Windows and the Linux. So this is the assume role that we are able to get the cross underscore role, that is assume role that is associated with 8762 account ID, and we have created the new profile, the cross account exploit. Now let's say we are going to do the enumeration. So let's open the new tab, AWS not the configure, just STS get caller identity, and pass the profile, the cross account exploit, and so this is the same configuration we got because they assume role, but we have created in different account and the assume role is in different account. So the assume role is for the 8762 account ID, and we have cross account exploit that we have created in the different account. So let's create a new user, or no, not the new user, just get all the credentials or enumeration. So let's same account we get. So let's pass the profile, cross account exploit, and we don't have any attach policy, as you know. Let's pass the inline policy and pass the cross account exploit. So here you know that IAM star, EC2 star and ST star. So with the help of this IAM star, we are able to create a new user, even though we can attach the user policy and perform the privilege escalation attack as well. We can create a persistent user. So let me show you the entire scenario. So this is the policy that this cross account, whatever we are going to create a new user or anything else that is belongs to that 8762 account ID. So here you can see the IAM account ID. This is the account ID, and this account ID is totally different. So here this is the account ID is totally different. So let's perform the further attack. Opening the new tab and just IAM star, that means we are able to create a new user. So pass the new user command. So AWS IAM create -user and give the username. So here you can create a new user that will create in 87 account ID, not in your account ID like 67, that is the account ID. So just create a new user. This is the persistent user that we are going to create. Okay, so this Punit Darji is already exist. Let's say change the username Punit Darji 2 and hit the enter. And here we go. We are able to create a new user. This is the persistent user. The user ID is this. This is the user ARN. So I am ARN. So Punit Darji 2 is created. Now let's create the login profile. So AWS create login-profile and give the username user-name and Punit Darji 2 and give the password. So password is a password #1 and no password reset required. So no password reset required and give the profile cross-account exploit and hit the enter. So here let me show you, there is no user Punit 2 or Punit. This is this Punit Darji 2 user is created in the 8762 account. So let's create a profile. So we are able to create a login profile as well. Now let's attach the administrator policy to the newly created persistent user. So pass the AWS IAM list attach user policies and pass the user -name Punit Darji profile, give the Punit Darji 2 username Punit Darji 2 and give the profile cross-account exploit and okay, it's a list attach. We are going to attach the user policy. This is the wrong command actually. Just check the attach user policies and username the profile. Okay, this is the only attach user policy, not policies. So attach user policy and require policy ARN as well. So just just clear the console. CLS again attach user policy username that we have given. Now just policy ARN. So this is the administrator policy ARN. Just I will give you the policy ARN. So administrator access and here we go. So this policy is attached and let me show you the list user policy, the list attach user policy. So list attach user policy, you can see administrator is attached. So we have already S3 star permission for the assume role, so we can get the list of buckets. So here I am passing the AWS S3 ls and pass the profile. So here you can see the list of buckets we get. So this is all about the misconfigure trust relationship, where we have created a persistent user Punit Darji 2 and attached the administrator policy. So this is all about the attack. Now let's summarize the attack. To summarize the attack, we have performed the SSRF and get the credentials. Then we have set up the profile, cross-account attack profile. Then we have performed the enumeration for the policies and check the manage and inline policy, where we get the IAM star, EC2 star and S3 star permissions. Here, the most important thing is always check the trust relationship using the get rule command. So we have checked the trust relationship where we have identified that AWS star. That means any AWS account user can assume the cross account underscore role. So we have created a new AWS account and created IAM user. The username was the attacker, where there were no relationship between these accounts. So we have configured the IAM user attacker. Then we have assumed the role, assume the cross account underscore role using STS assume role command. Then we got the temporary credentials. And again, we have configured the new profile, the cross account exploit, where we have performed the enumeration for the assume role profile, cross account exploit. So it is the same role and the policy attached because the assume role for the account ID 876247. So in that profile, we have assumed the role cross account underscore role. So and we have the policy like AWS star, EC2 star and S3 star, means we are capable to create a new persistent user. So we have created a persistent user Puneet Darji 2 and attach the administrator policy. This is how we are able to perform the AWS cross-account attack, and we have performed the almost 15 to 16 steps to perform the cross-account attack. So this is the summary, and thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you like, then share with your InfoSec friends and subscribe the channel for more interesting cloud pen testing videos. So if you have any query, do let me know in comment section, or we can connect on LinkedIn at Puneet Darji. I will provide the link in description box. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.